Why hello there beautiful people, welcome back to Crayniaq Gaming. We are back with the Dallas Mavericks MyLeague series here on NBA 2K20. Now make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new to the channel. Also hit the notification bell to join the notification gang. And we're going to keep it rolling with the first game of the series as we take on my hometown Washington Wizards in the first game of the year. Now, this is a very depleted Wizards team. Of course, John Wall won't be playing at all this season with his injury, so Ish Smith going to be the starting point guard. They also have Bradley Beal still, but the rest of their starting lineup outside of CJ Miles just isn't very good. Davis Bertans isn't great, neither is Thomas Bryant. So honestly, for a team like the Mavericks where you have a lot of new players coming in, obviously Nelson Evans, Carmelo Anthony, of course KP's playing his first game as a Maverick as well, same with Boban. A lot of new faces on this Mavericks team, so playing against a team like the Wizards, I think will be really good for the team chemistry. They'll be able to work with each other and whatnot. Now, I'm not sleeping on the Wizards because Bradley Beal is a dog, and I've always been a big fan of Ish Smith as well. He's just a really hard worker as a point guard. But at the same time, I realize that this Wizards team is just really bereft of talent, whereas we have a lot of talent on not even just our starting five, but it's like on the bench as well. Of course, we got Tim Hardaway Jr., we got Melo coming off the bench. I don't know how he's going to feel about that. Hopefully, he doesn't react too poorly. I know he wants to start really badly, but he's just not there in his career anymore. Of course, don't forget about Jalen Brunson starting at point guard today. I mean, we got DeLon Wright, who's really good as well. We have a lot of talent on this Mavericks team, but we're going to find out a little bit about them in this first game against the Wizards. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Of course, the starting five for our Mavericks are going to be Jalen Brunson at the 1, Nelson Evans at the 2, Doncic at the 3, Porzingis and Marjanovic in the front court as well. Then you got Ish Smith, Bradley Beal, CJ Miles, Davis Bertans, and Thomas Bryant for the Wizards. Now here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Opening tip of the 2019-2020 season, and the Wizards get it. Here's Ish Smith working against Brunson early on, going to the rack, and Boban going to pick up his first foul. 9 seconds into the game, Ish would make both of his free throws, so it's 2-0 Wizards. Now here's Porzingis pulling up from the block, able to get the bucket. Evans with his first assist as an NBA player. But then here's Bradley Beal getting a nice pick there, puts the Wizards up 3. Porzingis working his way inside, gets a bucket, and he cuts the Wizards' lead down to 1. Now here's Beal working against Evans again. Nice little move there, and Boban just falls backwards. I don't even know what happened there, but the Wizards take their 3-point lead back. Now here's Bertans pulling up for 3. Good. And the Wizards out to a 6-point lead, so defensively the Mavericks not looking very good so far. And a little two-man action between Brunson and Boban gets his first bucket as a Maverick. It's 10-6. Bryant, no good, gets the rebound. Boban with a big block. Bryant gets it back, goes back up with it, blocked again by Boban. And Marjanovic looking really good so far. Porzingis pulls up, and he makes it a 2-point ball game now. And then a big steal there by Jalen Brunson, pushes it to Porzingis, and he's going to take it in himself against Thomas Bryant, gets the bucket, and we're tied at 10. Wizards looking for that shot clock cheese, but Kristaps Porzingis says, no thank you, sir. I'm lactose intolerant. We get the ball back. Here comes Luka Doncic going inside, and he blows a layup. Womp. Hopefully, we won't see that happen too much. And then Porzingis with another block on Ish Smith. No shot clock cheese for you, Ish. And it's a shot clock violation. We get the ball back. Now here's Doncic. He's going to pull up. No good. Rebounded by Boban. He goes back up with it, and good. Marjanovic with 4 points early in this game. We take the lead 12-10. Now here's Evans working against CJ Miles. Drives inside, lays it up, and good. That is Nelson Evans' first bucket in the NBA, and we take a 4-point lead. Under 7 minutes to go in the first, and Porzingis just lost Thomas Bryant there. He gets an easy dunk to make it a 2-point game. And then Doncic with a big dunk. Makes it a 4-point game yet again, coming off a huge rookie season like it shows there. And then DeLon Wright comes into the game, misses a layup, and now the Wizards down the other side. Of course, they have Isaiah Thomas now, and here's Miles driving inside, and it's good to make it a 1-point game. Wizards keeping it tight so far. Pause. And now DeLon Wright going to drive inside against Isaiah Thomas, gets the bucket. It's a 3-point game. IT driving inside, and he Nearly gets blocked by Boban. I don't know why he's going up against him like that. We get the rebound. Here's Doncic. Nice little step there, gets the bucket, and we have a 5-point lead with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Tony Brown with a big dunk. Boban not in position, and it's a 2-point ball game. A little pick and roll action. DeLon Wright drives inside, passes it to Boban, and he puts Ian Mahinmi on a poster with that dunk right there. So it's 23-18, just over 4 minutes to go. IT pulls up, perfect release and good. It's a 3-point ball game now. Here's Brown coming down the court, pulls up and it's good. And again, it's a 1-point lead. The Wizards definitely keeping this one close. Now here's Wright over to Hardaway. Here's Carmelo Anthony. First we've seen of him in this game. He lays it up, no good. But Hachimura called for the foul. Melo just taking advantage of the rookie. Melo would get his first point as a Maverick. It's 24-22, and then Hardaway on the drive gets the bucket to make it 26-22. Melo gonna drive inside, lays it up, and good, and he gets the foul. Wagner called for his second foul of the game, and we take an 8-point lead, now a 9-point lead after Melo makes a free throw. Now Melo gonna drive inside, good. And that looks like vintage Carmelo Anthony right there. It doesn't look like he's really lost a step at all. Now we're up to a 13-point lead after how close the game was before. Melo gonna lay it up and good. 10 quick points for Carmelo Anthony. We're on a 14-point run. Now it's 37-26. Melo lays it up, gets another bucket, and Wagner called for his third foul of the game. Melo just taking over right now. Here's Hachimura working against Hardaway, and he's going to get the bucket. I believe that's his first bucket of his career. It's 39-28 now, a minute into the second quarter. And Mahinmi working on Doncic. That's just not a fair matchup at all. Wizards cut it back down to single digits. Now a 7-point game. Here's Evans working against Beal. He's going to pass inside to Melo, and he lays it up, and good. It's a 9-point game again. Carmelo Anthony with 14 points off the bench. And now a big steal poked out by Porzingis. And he's going to take it up the court himself. Passes it to Melo. And Melo gets the layup. It's an 11-point game. The Mavericks up by double digits yet again. But here's their drive inside. And a huge dunk by Bradley Beal. Cuts it back down to 9. Evans going to pull up from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Melo. And he is hot right now. Another layup. Melo with 18 points so far in this game, and we're not even out of the first half. Now a big steal there. Jalen Brunson going to take it himself and dunks it, and we're up by 13 now. Look at this beautifully run inbound play as Brunson wide open from the wing hits the three, and we're up 52-36. Here's Melo passing it to Doncic. Melo showing he can pass the ball too, and it's an 18-point advantage. Now here's Nelson Evans taking the ball inside, passes it to Doncic, and Doncic with a big dunk. The Wizards burn a timeout. They are down by 20. Now Doncic's going to pass over to Evans from the corner. Good, and Evans gets his first 3 in the NBA. So midway through the second quarter, it's getting ugly. Doncic misses the layup there. Oh, Evans picks it up, and he's going to dunk it, his first dunk in the NBA. And we're up by 23 points now, just dominating the Wizards. Now here's Burton's laying it up, and good. So he's able to slow down the Mavericks a little bit. But the key word is a little bit, as Doncic's going to feed Boban, who gets a dunk. And now he's just a point away from getting a double-double in this first half. Ish Smith going to get the layup there. Cuts it back down to 21. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Evans with a second dunk. Back-to-back dunks for Nelson Evans, and it's 65-42. Now here's the drive inside. Ish Smith gets the bucket, makes it a 21-point game again. Ish is definitely working very hard in this game, but Doncic and Porzingis and everybody on the Mavericks are just really way too much for this Wizards team to handle. Now here's IT trying to go up against Boban again, puts it up, and he gets the bucket. And we burn a timeout with 3 minutes to go in the first half. It's still a 21-point game. We're looking to blow this one open even more as Hardaway with the acrobatic shot there to make it a 23-point ball game again. And then a big steal there. Wright going to push it to Hardaway. Hardaway with a dunk. And we're up 25 now. But Bradley Beal with a beautiful off-balance shot. A perfect release on it. Able to cut the lead down a little bit. But here's Doncic driving inside. Another dunk for Luka Doncic. And I'm starting to lose my voice from all these dunks. You're going to hear my voice crack a lot in this video, I guess. And here's Doncic. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. 16 points for Doncic in the game. And the Wizards still trying to make the game a little bit competitive with a bucket there. But the Mavericks just way too much in this game. Here's Doncic inside the right. Gets the bucket. 77-53. And we're not even out of the first half right now. It's a beautiful play there. Time winding down, and Doncic gonna lay one up for good measure. We go into the half up 79-53. Just a dominant first half for these Dallas Mavericks. Melo had a big first half, as did Doncic. Nelson Evans looked really good, and Porzingis didn't get over double figures in the first half. It looked really good. Boban looked good as well. I mean, just total domination in this game by the Dallas Mavericks. The Wizards kept it close for most of the first quarter. After Melo came into the game, things just started unraveling for them. And I'm really impressed with how well Melo played in that first half. Hopefully he's able to continue it, not just in the second half of this game, but throughout the season as we begin the second half. Here's Evans driving inside, lays it up, and good. Thomas Bryant called for the foul. And now the Mavericks with 66 points in the paint. The Wizards just not protecting their rim at all as CJ Miles hits a three there. 82-56 is your score right now. Doncic going to drive inside. Beautiful release there. And he makes it 84-56. The Wizards still fighting, though. Ish Smith pulls up. Hits the bucket. 84-58 now. And here's Brunson driving inside. Beautiful double clutch there. And now we're up by 28. Here's Evans driving inside. And another dunk for Nelson Evans. We take a 30-point lead. And we're not done there. Porzingis going to lay it up. Gets into double figures. It's 90-58. Wizards still putting up a fight, though. Bryant going to lay it up. Cuts it back down to 30. And then here's Burton's pass over to Beal, wide open for a deep two. Makes it 90-62. Here's Melo looking to pick up where he left off. And a big dunk right there over Burton's. Melo is back, baby. Now here's Smith. Going to lay it up. And good to cut it down to 28. Wizards still have a chance to come back in this game. Anything's possible, but they got to start playing better defense in the paint. Right here, a missed layup there. Hachimura with the rebound and the layup. The Wizards cut it down to 25. Like I said, anything's possible. They might come back in this one. But Nelson Evans going to pass to Melo, and he gets the layup. And if Melo's playing like that, the Wizards' comeback just ain't happening, Chief. 25-point game under 3 minutes to go. Melo with an emphatic dunk. Puts us over 100 in the third quarter, and from that point, starting in the fourth, I just decided to simcast the rest of the game. I mean, at that point, it really just didn't look good for the Wizards coming back, and sure enough, in the fourth quarter, we're just dominating them. We're just stopping them from scoring pretty much at all, and you're going to see they only got 16 points in the fourth quarter. We walk away with a 132-93 victory over the Washington Wizards. And Carmelo Anthony, man, was he impressive. 30 points, 12 for 18 shooting. Didn't hit any threes, but still just looked absolutely dominant on the offensive side of the ball. Luka Doncic, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. And again, just looked really impressive in this game. And then you have Nelson Evans, who scored 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a block in his first game in the NBA. He definitely looked really impressive. Kristaps Porzingis, his first game as a Maverick, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. Definitely an impressive game from him as well. And then we look at Boban as well. 13 points, 18 rebounds, gets a double-double in his first game as a Maverick. Also had 3 blocks. He's not really known as a shot blocker either, but he looked good as one in this game. And with that height, might as well block a few shots when you can. Brunson had 12, Hardaway had 11. Now on the Wizards side, Bradley Beal with 22 points. That fadeaway 3 looked beautiful, by the way. That was a really good shot by him. Isaiah Thomas with 14 points. Did have 4 turnovers. Beal had 3. So that definitely hurt. Hachimura had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in his debut. He looked pretty solid for the most part. Ish Smith, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Burton's had 10 points, 4 assists. Bryant had 8 points, 11 rebounds, so one shot away from a double-double pretty much. He also had 2 blocks. But overall, just a really good game from the Mavericks. I was really impressed. The Wizards, again, aren't a very good team, but still, we shot 55% from the field. And I only took 13 threes. I'm kind of shocked by that, honestly. I usually take more threes than that. We did a great job of getting to the line, and just on all cylinders, we played a great game of basketball, straight up. And if we can continue to do that from game to game, this team is going to be very scary come playoff time. So we're going to sim the next 3 games to finish up the month of October. Next game, we're going to be taking on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, we are going to play the Pelicans game, like, for real in December, but for this one, we're just going to sim. And we kind of go back and forth. The Pelicans had a lead there, but then we took over in the third quarter and didn't look back. We went 114 to 109. Pretty close ball game, too close for comfort. Porzingis with 35 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 2 assists. Evans with 14 points, 6 assists. Boban 14 points, 9 rebounds. And Melo only had 3 points in the game. Doncic only with 9. So those two were pretty quiet. And Zion had 29 points in this game for the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball was kind of quiet. Drew Holiday with 15 points, 6 assists. And we start the season off 2-0, which is always good. Now we're going to take on Damian Lillard and the Trailblazers. This will be a much tougher matchup, in my opinion. Probably our toughest game to start the season. And we started off pretty close, but now the Trailblazers are starting to pull away a little bit in the second quarter. We made it a little close in the third, but they ended up closing this one out. 116 to 103 is your final. Damian Lillard with 32 points. Doncic, 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists. Only 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Hardaway had 16. Evans had 15. Boban had a double-double. Melo had 11. Porzingis had 11. So just not enough to overcome this really tough Trailblazers team. Again, Lillard with 32. McCollum had 22. Hood had 17. Azonia had 14. So we lose our first game of the season. Now we take on the Denver Nuggets. And the Suns offer us Ricky Rubio for Tim Hardaway Jr. and a second-round pick in 2011. I said no to it because I want to keep Hardaway as our 6th man. So now let's get into the sim for this game. And we started off pretty good. It started pretty close, but then the Nuggets just kind of blew us out of the water. They went 129 to 108, scoring 40 points in the fourth quarter to really emphasize the effort there. So we dropped 2 straight after winning our first 2 games of the season. Porzingis with 32, Doncic 16, Boban with another double-double, Melo with 12, Evans with 10, and Powell with 10. And on their side, Nikola Jokic gets a triple-double, 26, 16, and 12. Absolutely ridiculous performance by him. Jamal Murray had 28 points, Malik Beasley had 18, and Markieff Morris had 14. So the Nuggets just looking as dominant as ever. And Tim Hardaway Jr. actually suffered an injury in this game. Now, it's only a minor injury. It's left shin splints, which isn't too bad. But this early in the season, I don't want to see these injuries start nagging the players. So I am going to sit Hardaway out for the next few games just so he can rest up. So expect a lot of Carmelo Anthony. Expect some more Seth Curry as well. He didn't get to play very much at all. Doesn't really seem like he's played much at all to start this season at all, so hopefully we can get him some minutes with Hardaway out. And Melo definitely is going to get a lot more minutes. I mean, of course, the big rivalry between him and LeBron has always been pretty well documented. But our next game is going to be against the Lakers, and that will go up probably either Monday or Tuesday. We'll have to see how I'm feeling. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys made it this far, you guys are absolutely awesome. I'm going to start off with a big shout out to all my patrons and Twitch subs. Over on Patreon, we got Franchise Gaming, Beat Up Productions, Colin Mentor, Zach Brader, and Joshua Fernald. And over on Twitch, we got C Codas and Schmitzy. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new. Also, click on the notification bell to join the notification gang. And if you guys like what I do in the channel and you want to support me in a more personal way, consider becoming a patron. The link to my Patreon page is going to be in the description. Or if you want to be a Twitch sub, the link's going to be in my description as well for both of those. So check those out. There are plenty of great perks to being either a Twitch sub or being a patron. So make sure you guys check those links out if you want to be a part of that. But like I always say, guys, donations, subs, and pledges are always very much appreciated, but they are never required for me to do what I do. I'm just happy to see you guys coming through on the channel, watching all these videos, and supporting your boy. And lastly, make sure you guys go check out the first link in the description to buy yourselves a Crayniaq Gaming t-shirt or even a Craygasm t-shirt. I still got plenty of those. So check it out in the description. that's going to do it for me, guys. You have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day and night whenever you're watching this. And like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you guys keep that mofo rolling. And I'm out of here. Deuces.
God, they tryna turn me to a monster. Every year I'm a conquer. Okay, see, I bring the thunder. Walking in humble, I leave Muhammad. Sting you like Bumble. Running with pride, 10 over. Eyes through a bliss, I don't fumble. Blind.